Hello, Virgo rising, and Virgo moon people. This is your weekly astrological and card horoscope for the week starting June 19th, 2017. And a quick reminder for all of you Virgo people out there, remember, on July 1st, I've got my special Tarot Home Study course series debuting. So with 3 hours of video content, plus supplemental documents taken from the book that I'm writing all about the tarot, and even linking a bit of it back to astrology for timing purposes. It's a very, very big download. It's going to be in chunks, of course, but it's going to be a way for a lot of you to learn tarot your own time, on your own time, at your own pace. I have a pre-order sale going on right now where you can get it at a discount, and if you want to take advantage of that, you can go to my website, integrativemysticism.com. So what is going on with your astrology this week, Virgo? Well, this week, on Tuesday, we've got Mercury and the Sun working wonders for your career, going out and trying to, propagate you, promote you, get you on a fast track to success, get you on, sort of an escalator or elevator opportunity to keep you going even when you're doing nothing at work, forming a very strong square to Chiron, currently in your 7th house of partnerships. And there could be something going on here where a lot of you Virgo people may be dealing with some baggage regarding an old partner, or even a current partner. Remember, Chiron is our unhealed wounds. It is our issues. It is our baggage. It's our bruise that doesn't seem to go away. And when we have good news coming from the career causing problems for this area of our chart, this may be bringing up a lot of emotions about, growing out of a situation where we can't work with a certain partner anymore. Remember, the 7th house isn't just about your romantic life. It can be about your best friend, your business partner, your BFF, or even a roommate. And some good news may actually challenge the relationship there. Or you may actually have to deal with a situation where you are leaving a business partner or a collaborator in the dust this week, and you may be afraid to actually go it alone. And this might not be something that you should be shying away from. Later on in the week, we've got the Sun on Thursday, and then on Friday, a new moon moving into Cancer, into your 11th house of friendships and social networking. And we've got a very extroverted, very pleasurable month ahead of, for all of you Virgo people. It's going to be a time for getting out and possibly even finding a way to get yourself into a new clique or a new social circle of equals. Whether it's bringing new people into the one that you already have or joining another one, we've got you being surrounded by a much stronger and much larger platonic support system. And so that could be a lot of people that need to get closer to you getting closer, and a lot of new people to take the place of people who are not also showing up. So what's going on with your cards this week? Well, for your spiritual advice, you've got the card of the Wild Hunt. And this card does indicate a need for caution this week. Everything seems to have a bit of a snowball effect when this card happens. People take things extra seriously, and sometimes things start to take off, and go much faster than we could have planned. The Wild Hunt card can indicate good news, though, if we are trying to actually get things off in a big hurry. But the Wild Hunt card can also say, again, when people are overexcited or overly passionate, they are prone to making mistakes. So it's important to pay attention to where you yourself and others in your life may be operating from high emotion and not necessarily from mindfulness. However, with the Wild Hunt card, it's also important to pay attention to where, we need to make sure that people, again, if they're going to take our ideas, our thoughts, and our feelings and run with them every time we put them on the table, we've got to be judicious in what's on the table at what given time. Because if everyone's going to run with it, we can't have it all going at once. For your Earth sector, when it comes to your work and your finances, we do have the Sun card reversed. And again, we've got an opportunity for you to actually excel, but we're worried about maybe a friendship or some kind of personal connection at the office being challenged by this elevation. And the Sun card reverse is not necessarily a bad card. It's saying everyone can still be cool and everyone can still grow. But the Sun card reverse is saying that there may be something where we are selected above somebody else that we've been working with on a team. Sometimes that happens. You hear about that a lot in bands and groups of artists and things like that. Sometimes one person is chosen out of the group and they get a big break, but they can't take the group with them. You know, that can happen, and that may be something that goes on in, you know, in your office this week, or, you know, with your work life. This is a big break for you, but the Sun card reversed is saying we don't have to lose the friendship, we don't have to lose this closeness, we've just got to find a way to stay close in another area and not bond over this whatever exclusively, because things will be shifting. For your communications with air when it comes to your friends and relatives and the others in your life, we have the Tower upright. Now remember, this isn't necessarily happening to you, because this is in the area that talks about friends and relatives and others. Some people try and over-relate everything to themselves. But the Tower card upright does indicate a message that is, you know, something falling apart. Something is actually coming to an abrupt end. But it may be something that's needed to end or fall apart for a long time. Okay, this could be a situation with a couple that you know, a marriage, somebody leaving a job, somebody moving away, and it's something that you may know that they have been fighting the inevitable on. Well, the inevitable has finally happened to that situation. Now, as far as the cards go, I always qualify with these hardcore cards. What do these actually mean for you, for those of you who can't help it? Well, what this is the Page of Wands upright. What's causing it, or what it is an invitation. So there's an opening, there's an invitation coming your way. So I think that you may be getting this invitation in the wake of this Tower, of this falling apart. And what it means for you is the Seven of Cups reversed. There's a new commitment. You know, so there's a new commitment, there's a new closeness, there's a new tie that works out very, very much as a benefit to you. So I can't imagine this would affect you too negatively. Sometimes these things happen, though, where, you know, it may go very well for us, but not so much for other people, and we've seen that already in the astrology this week. For your challenge this week with fire, we do have the Page of Cups upright. Love and affection as a challenge is kind of interesting. Well, the Page of Cups upright is paying attention, Virgo. I like to think of this as a challenge as your carrot to stick ratio when it comes to your communications with people. You know, we talk about the carrot to stick ratio. How are you actually rewarding good behavior in your life? You know, have we forgotten positive reinforcement? You know, this week it's very important to pay attention to where people are maybe needing more positive reinforcement than negative reinforcement and, you know, immediate correction. Sometimes that can happen, you know, where we get into a bad habit of being more of a corrector than a promoter. And the Page of Cups upright is saying, you know, if we're wanting to encourage good behavior, we need to let people know we're happy when they do it, not always go and, you know, again, try and be the administrative person. It's never good to take an administrative tone with a lover or a family member anyway. That's a bad compartmentalization. But the Page of Cups upright is saying, you know, have we been rewarding good behavior? You know, that's part of teaching people how to treat us and treat us well. You know, if we're leaving out that part of it, we're not doing it. For your emotions with water and your romantic life, we do have the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords upright. Don't worry, I've got extra, I'll get some clarifiers here. Now, the Ten of Swords, honestly, is indicating a harsh end to a harsh situation, or an abrupt end to an abrupt situation. And the Ten of Swords can indicate an end, nonetheless. Now, this could be something that is an ending for you, an ending for your partner. This could be a situation where some of you, Virgos, decide you are done with somebody. Some of you may actually be the one to initiate a breakup this week. Or maybe you're not in a relationship. Maybe you are saying, I'm done with this person I'm dating. You may actually be moving on to an alternative because this situation is just not proving itself. Now let's find, you know, the Ten of Swords does indicate it's the end to a bad situation. Now, it does, again, if the relationship's not a bad situation, but we're in a, you know, but it's dealing with a bad situation, it's the situation that's going away. If you're dating somebody, however, where the dating itself is a bad situation, it's a dysfunctional mess, that may be everything, you know, and we've all had to make those calls before. I've had to make calls like that with people. I'm like, well, this guy is just a train wreck, you know, I'm trying. No, it's now gotten down to your future or my future, and I'm choosing my future, and we never ended up in a relationship, and that's okay to do, you know, because let's find out what this is. Let's just find out what this is. For your, for what incites it, what creates it, we've got the Queen of Wands reversed. You know, what the issue is that's coming to an end, what's being destroyed here. Now, the Queen of Wands reversed can indicate the ending of a relationship with somebody like the Queen of Wands reversed, or perhaps this is a friend or a relative that we are taking a separation from. The Queen of Wands reversed often does show up as somebody who is very aggressive. They're, you know, they're very emotionally violent as a person. You know, they tend to have a very nasty temper. They tend to go down the rabbit hole a lot. And this may be a situation that even you and a partner said, well, we can't hang out with her anymore. Like, I'm not dealing with her drama. I don't care if she's passionate. I don't care what she's going through. She doesn't, you know, her personal battle doesn't belong in our personal space. And that's okay to take your space from this person. Because what's happening with both, you know, with you, is that with the Nine of Wands, we do have sort of a victory, but it's a restriction. It's a restriction being imposed. Now again, if you're not leaving a partner, this might be something you and your partner are deciding to do for the good of the couple, for the good of your kids. Either way, I think it's a harsh truth that one or both of you is going to end up having to deliver. So that is your horoscope, Virgo. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And of course, if you ever want to get a session, you can always follow the links below or go to integrativemysticism.com.